Good morning friends. Today we are going to see Geeks for Geeks problem of the day, which is smallest divisor. Given an integer array and an integer k, find the smallest positive integer divisor such that sum of the ceiling values of each element in the array divided by this divisor is less than or equal to k. Okay, so you will be provided with a k, and now you need to find a value that upon dividing that value with the existing numbers, you need to capture the coefficients and you need to sum up the coefficients, and the sum of the coefficients should be less than or equals to k. This is, if you see the pattern of this problem, this is, we can clearly say that this is a binary search problem, because if I increase my number, suppose I have achieved the condition with a number as num1. Now if I increase my number to num2 which is greater than num1, then I can clearly say that I will be achieving this condition again, because each time the coefficient of that for each of the number, when I divide it, the coefficient will be less than or equal to the coefficient that can be achieved with num1. So upon summation of all the values of the coefficients on num2, that will be less than the coefficients of num1. Suppose if you take q1 is the coefficient of when I divided with the first number, q2 is the coefficient, q3 is the coefficient, q4 is the coefficient. The sum of the coefficients will be is less than or equal to k for num1. Okay, now if my num2 is greater than num1, I can say that q1 dash, suppose q1 dash, q2 dash, q3 dash, q4 dash are the coefficients when I am using num2. I can clearly say that q1 dash will always be less than or equal to q1, because num1 is less than num2. This is the pattern which we can see for binary search, which is nothing but like, first I will be achieving false for few numbers, then from that number it will be always true. So we need to find this first true, where we are getting the first true, and we need to return that as an answer. We will start coding it. So we have two numbers. Let me consider the low as 1 and highest number will be 1 e power 6, and initially I am considering my answer as -1. Okay, now our binary search will go from low to high, and my mid value will be low minus high divided by 2. Then if I have a black box function, I have a function which checks whether I can achieve this result. If I am able to achieve that result, then what should I do? I need to find the smallest positive number. So I need to decrement it and find my answer, and achieve this answer. I need to store the answer, else I need to increment my number to find the answer. Now we will be writing the boolean function can achieve. Okay, which takes array into k into mid. Okay, now I will be going through each value in the array and I'll be decrementing my k accordingly. Ceil of num divided by this ensures that if I divide 1 divided by 2, integer division will give me as 0, whereas if I divide 1 divided by 2.0, then it 2.0, this division will give me as 0.5, and ceil of 0.5 will give me 1, whereas ceil of 0 will give me 0. This is the explanation for this line. Let me comment so that it will be helpful for someone if you guys look into it again. Okay, this is the explanation for the above line. Ceil of 0, ceil of 0.5 is 1, so it will be easy. Okay, now if my k is greater than or equal to 0, then I am achieved with my task, then give me true. If I didn't able to achieve, then return it as a false. Okay, let's try running it. Okay, we are able to achieve the test cases correctly. Let's try submitting it. I also encourage, if you have any doubts in the problem, do let me know in the comments so that I'll clarify it. And also please do subscribe to the channel, and I'll be attaching the cards of lead code today's problem. You can find it out there, and I highly recommend you to do the lead code today's problem, because that problem is an enhancement of the lead code yesterday's problem, which is a greedy approach. Yeah, thank you.